Hey, it's your girl Peggy. How y'all doing out there, world? Hope y'all doing great. Anywho, my family's gonna introduce themselves to y'all, and then we just gonna get straight to it.
My name is Sayana, and make sure you go like, subscribe, and follow me on TikTok. On TikTok page. My name is Sayana Shumpert.
You heard her?
What up with it? It's your boy B. You understand me? Here to drop some little knowledge on you. You dig?
I guess we all dug. Alright, so listen, you guys, we are new to this thing. However, we just want to get on here and do something, got some life questions that, I want answers to, you may want answers to. So it's just a little helpful video. You may like it, you might not. But as my daughter said, y'all hit us back, let us know, subscribe, comment down below. Let's get this video to at least 300 likes.
Wait.
And we'll go from there. Wait. Okay.
Subscribe and follow, and hit that thumbs up for their video. But on my video, like I said,
on TikTok. Oh my God, you heard me. Who am I raising? Master P.
Say I'm Shumpert, yeah.
Okay, so we took the liberty of writing down some questions, and we're gonna answer them. And we would like for y'all to
answer
comment,
as well.
Answer, give us y'all answer as well. Baby, you start that really. I want to hit you with this paper. So, life education 101, okay? So, one of the questions we have is, and so what we're going to do is we're going to take the liberty of answering each other's questions, okay? He's going to answer mine, and I'm going to answer his, and then Sayana has some kids education for the youngins, okay? So maybe, your youngins are experiencing some things that she's talking about. If so, you think she did good, let us know down below in the comments.
They're not questions, okay?
They're not
They're just
questions.
telling you what you need to do.
Just telling you what you need to do in case you're in a situation, okay? Yeah. First question, babe. What is most challenging to men in life?
Being a man.
Why?
Being a man, responsibilities, being a father, doing right and doing right by people and raising your kids right if you have kids and just following God. It's kind of hard to do right in life when you got so many worldly things attacking you every day and dealing with your mind and your people that's around you and how to handle situations when they come to you. You might have somebody that's not good for you or don't have your best interests, and they might be placed in your life to test you, and you got to know how to handle it when it comes to you and know what's real and what's not real and what's good for you and not good for you. And you just got to be able to think and do what's best for you, and if you have a family, you got to do what's best for your family. So as a man, you just have to put things aside and put your pride up and suck it up and be a man and know how to handle it when it comes to you. And don't be,
Don't become defeated.
Don't become, don't become defeated.
So, babe, I thought that was really good. Okay, so with all that being said, can you tell me at what age do men or boys begin to feel defeated? Do they begin to feel defeated at a young age, as boys? Or is it when they get older and they have more responsibilities? Because I know some, like, say, for instance, some might feel defeated when they're boys, especially when there's a lack of a parent in the house. So what's your answer for that? At what age do most men or boys begin to feel defeated?
Well,
when they're a man or when they're.
when you're a child, you know, you don't really have as much things to worry about. And now, if your father's not around, you probably would think about it a lot and think about it more, like why, what happened, or you'll try to find your own way in life, which it will be a little complicated. It'll be a little difficult. It'll be hard. As a child, they looking for something to love them. Me, I chose the streets. I went to the streets for love. I didn't have a father, so I had to raise myself and teach myself things. I had to learn the hard way, which I wish I didn't learn the hard way, but it is what it is. It made me who I am today. It took a lot to get me where I am today, and I'm thankful to be where I am today. So, and it's still a everyday task that I deal with on being a man, and sometimes it get the best of me, and sometimes I know how to handle it. Sometimes it just get me down, but I always just turn to God and pray and give Him full control and kind of help me through it or whatever when I'm coming up to a situation. But it's very hard when you were raised without a father, and it makes you feel like you have to go and find love in other places when you should love yourself more to make better decisions. But as a child, it's hard to make better decisions because you're a child and you're looking for something. So you're gonna try things, you're gonna do things that's not right, but you'll think it's right because other people are doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So you won't know the difference until you experienced it and you go through something you understand the hard way, which I'm gonna do my best to not let my kids go through that or experience that. Try to tell them about the wrongs and the rights and making the best decisions and what's out in the streets and what it can lead to, and trying drugs and drinking and smoking and women. Just it's just something that you gotta go through if you're a man or a boy. You just gotta, if your father there, then you blessed and thankful and just cherish every moment you have with your father, and the father needs to cherish every moment he has with his kids, teach them right and lead them the right way to go. But you can get through anything. Anything is possible. The sky's the limit to anything that you want to do in life. There's no, I can't do, or no I won't do, or I'm not gonna do. If it's something that you like and you want to do it, you gotta put your mind to it and do it. Everybody has an equal opportunity in life. It's up to the individual to make their life to what they want it to be.
And just to add on to that, when I had asked, at what age do men or boys begin to feel defeated? I feel like defeat can come at any time, whether you're a boy, whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, or whether you're a girl. And, just like Babe said, you just got to believe in yourself and believe what you can achieve. And, we personally are spiritual people. So, my thing is, and his thing is, you can achieve anything through God. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn that, problem, stress, or whatever the case may be that comes in your life is coming to do one thing: defeat you. So you have to make up in your mind who's stronger, the problem or you. And a lot of times the problem ain't nothing but a scenario. It ain't nothing but, just that.
Just it.
And you can determine the outcome of that.
Right.
So be that. Be the person and let the scenario be just what it is, a scenario, and you write your own ending. Okay,
Get back
so
up.
that's right, baby. Tell him get back. Give me some. Okay. So the next question, babe. What are ways to keep young boys out the street and out of prison? And this could be for boys and girls, but he's a man, so he's gonna answer from that perspective.
Um, Basically, make better decisions and know wrong from right, and know the laws and know that the streets don't love no one. The streets are made to drive on, and they're not made to hang on, sell drugs on. They're not made to do anything to break the law unless you want to. But the best thing I can say is to stay positive, stay in after school programs, activities, sports, the word, read the Bible, pray, talk to God. He listens to you and he's always there. You just gotta stay positive and not feed into the things that you see on TV because it's just entertainment. It's not reality. And not listen to the people that's out on the streets because they're living a fairy tale. And don't look at the dope boys that got the nice cars and nice rims or the finer things in life because it all has an ending. And it will end. I promise you, it will end, and you won't last long. And you'll be somewhere thinking about why did I do it and what made me do it, and I'm not gonna do it no more. And when you in a place where you gotta think about stuff like that, then you don't need to do it. And you know in your mind and your heart if you can handle going to jail or prison. So don't do it. But don't watch. Don't believe in the hype. Don't believe in the drug dealing. Don't believe in the things that you see or hear people rap about, talk about. It's all entertainment. It's all a bunch of bull crap, you know. So you just got to know what's real from fake. And, like, you got to do something positive at all times. And doing wrong and bad is not positive. You just got to do right. Don't do drugs. Don't drink. And just do right.
All right, you guys, we're going to take a quick break right there, but we'll be right back. So don't move. Ah. Ah. All right, you guys, we're back.
Yep, we back.
It's a miniature Peggy over here, y'all, if y'all
Right.
don't know.
She don't get tired. She got some questions
now,
too.
what you trying to say? I don't get tired.
You don't either. She got some questions
We're
too.
gonna pay for that later.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. So we left off on Brandon was pretty much, telling y'all his point of view from his own experiences. So don't forget to comment down below. If you got some answers to these same questions, we love to read and see what you think about it. I have about these 2 more questions for him, but we're gonna switch it up a little bit. I'll go back to his questions. Let's give him a chance to ask some of his. You want me to read them?
You can.
Okay. So his first question is, I don't know how to answer this. Why black women are so bossy? Why are black women so bossy? So, of course I took that question personally. But I can't say that I'm not a little bossy because I am. But I'm a little bossy because I have to be. And I'm going to tell you why. Now, men don't think like women do. It's a known fact statistically. It's a known fact in reality in your own lives. Men don't think like women do. I feel like that we would sit down and we would analyze a situation. And what comes off as boss is not really boss, is us being strategic. Okay, we done sat down and we done analyzed this thing and we done came up with a strategy of how to approach it. So it may come off as bossy, but it's not bossy. Now I could go there and give you the whole history of black women too, and the reason why we come out the way we do. But I'm not going to go there. It's just that we just analyze and we think things through a little better than men. Now I'm sure I'm going to have some men that probably go against it. I'm not saying all women. I'm just saying the ones that try to have their ducks in a row, got their priorities together. A lot of times we're going to analyze and we're going to think things through. And so it comes off as bossy, but it's not bossy. It's just that we done thought it out, okay? His next question was, how do you handle being a black woman that lost your husband to police violence? I am a black woman that lost, you don't have to look like this, okay. You know. This actually could help. Okay. So if you see my daughter over here, she's making faces and stuff, and I am a black woman that lost my husband to police violence, which was her father. Uh, yeah, so I guess we won't disclose any names right now. But handling it, especially when it came off as the way it did, truly unexpected. I don't know if anybody can really be prepared for death, but I guess you can prepare a little bit better if somebody's on their sick bed, and then that they may be getting ready to but when it happens out the blue suddenly,
Right.
there's no way to prepare for it. It really takes you by surprise. It really turns your world upside down, because everything that you were used to or knew is no more. Things that you may have done together or was used to doing, or just coming together and making life decisions. All of that changes. You go from being a team to being
Single player.
yeah. And everybody know that life is hard enough. So when you find a companion, or when you find somebody to come in and you guys are going through life together, that's like, that's special. That's like the word I'm looking for. It's like a bonus in life, because life is hard enough, and it's especially hard by yourself. But when you got somebody to go through life with, yeah, you may have your ups and downs, but it's always better to have somebody there with you. That's something that that's one of the main goals that most people have, is to have a companion. So, it turned my life truly upside down. And just as Brandon was speaking on earlier, God truly was my health and my strength. And I got to be honest with you, when it happened, I was mad. I was mad at God, and I wouldn't dare speak it out my mouth, but in my mind was, in my mind there were thoughts, and I just didn't understand why it happened. How could it happen? But at the end of the day, I was faced with something that I had never dealt with before, versus somebody who I have always known. So in a situation when you're dealing with something that you've never faced before, but you know somebody that you've been knowing all your life, at the end of the day, you either gonna stand for something or you gonna fall for anything. Now that thing that happened was enough to try to take my mind, enough to drive me crazy. That thing that happened, was enough to try to put hatred in my heart. It was enough to just really just drive me away from people, period. But this man up above, he was not of those things. And I just began to pull and tug on him more. I had to, because the burden was so heavy. It was so heavy on me. And I remember one night where I just literally, like, the weight was so heavy that I just fell to my knees. And I just began to cry out. Didn't really have a lot to say. But, my Father in heaven knew what I was saying in tears. So that's how I got through. And every day, I just tugged on him a little bit more. And that's not to say that, some days I didn't get angry all over again. I did. But that man up above really just helped me to get up out the bed in the morning, He would send these little ones in there to bother me. Mom, I'm hungry, you know. And so it helped me to get up out the bed because I knew that life still had to go on. And so, you know, that's my honest answer. And yeah, there's more behind that. You know, I could tell you plenty of what I went through. I remember days of sitting in the truck, raining, and it seemed like just as much rain was pouring down, that's as many tears as I was pouring, or crying. And I remember playing that song, Jacqueline Carr, "Bigger." And how it was talking about, God is bigger than the universe. He's bigger than AIDS. He's bigger than cancer. So in this case, I had to put my own situation there. He's bigger than death. And so that song motivated me. I remember coming from rallies, you know, trying to find the strength. And I'm telling you something, it's funny because the only time I had the strength to get up, and I can definitely say it was the people that came out and supported us, I knew that I had to do this. And so it was a strength from the people that kept me getting up. It was. So if I never got a chance to thank y'all, I'm thanking you now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It was your support. It was your love. Nobody knew how it was going to turn out. Sometimes it seemed like it was dangerous because you just never knew, with the KKK being out there, just never knew how it was going to turn out. So I thank y'all. I'm going to go to the next question. It says, how do you know when you find the right man? How do you know when you find the right man? I think it's a sense of something just right with you, outside of emotions. Because, your emotions, they come and go. They come and go. But I think when you find the right man, it's a place of comfort that comes in. Um, you I mean, they can't give you the peace that God give you, but there is a peace that comes when you find the right man. It's all dealing with feelings too. But a lot of times people would like to say, you feel it, and you do. I mean, you just feel that love that you may have been searching for, and you didn't get it from all the others. And so definitely it comes with, listening to your heart, listening to your emotions, listening to your mind. When all of that lines up together, then you found love. Not where the mind is one place roaming and the heart is feeling deeper, and then, they're not in agreement with each other. But when they're in agreement with each other, I can say you found love. Make sense, babe? Is that okay? Okay. How did you handle being a single parent? That right there, that was tough. I never knew that becoming a single parent, like you could lose confidence. I battled with confidence when I had to become a single parent. Like, I was worried. I was scared because, like, it was a situation like, if I knew that I can do it, then I had my husband at the time that I could lean on. And so when he was no longer here for me to do that, it was like, it was so much pressure that if I fumbled the ball, I'm gonna use football, but if I didn't come through, then my God, what's gonna happen? Where we gonna be at? Like, so that was big pressure to me. So as far as handling, God came through for me every time. Whether it was staying up on trying to keep a job, whether it was managing my money better, whether it was you know, not having too much pride, having to reach out sometimes. I got stripped of my pride becoming a single mother. I tell you that I did. And, you know, it wasn't a bad thing because pride don't help us no way. So, being a single mother is hard, just as well as being a single father, you know. So, if you're out there and you're creating families, make sure you're creating it with the right ones, and
Right.
and try to make the family work.
Right.
Get to know that person. Don't just be out there doing it all willy nilly, you know, and then creating a family. And
It's not a family.
yeah, and it's really not a family because you're going to have to deal with whatever decisions you make in the long run, you know, and you don't know how that's going to come off. I know a lot of men are dealing with, you know, child support. A lot of people don't want to talk about it, but I'm talking about it. Child support. And, you know, it's causing a lot of men to feel defeated. You know, same thing. You know, some women are paying child support, you know.
But it's not as much as me.
We're not going to do that.
It's the honest truth, though, baby. It's not as much as me.
Okay, we're back. We're back. We're not trying to be biased on the video. Now, Brandon has some strong expressions when it comes down to men. And yeah, there are more men. I understand that. But, I mean, there are some women that's paying child support too. And the only reason why it's more men, because a lot of the men are not in the household. I see you guys. Go ahead, babe. We just gonna be truthfully and honest. Go ahead and say what you gotta say.
About what?
You look like you had something to say.
Child support thing?
Yeah, because
it's all wrong. Well, some people need to be put on child support, but if the father is trying to help and trying to
I
be there,
agree, definitely.
then don't reject the help and then just go and decide, well, I'm gonna put you on child support. Then when you put the person on child support and that's all you get, don't expect nothing more. You don't expect nothing else because that's what you settled for. You know what I'm saying? And it's just sad that the women have so much power when it comes to that situation, and they give the women so much credit and not knowing where the money is going that you're supposed to be for your child. She might be getting her hair done or getting her nails done or anything. If she not feeding him or paying a bill or clothing him, then that's different. But if she is doing it on her own expense, doing what she want to do with it, then that's wrong. That's why it should be like limits on the card to just kid things. You know what I'm saying? There shouldn't be nothing else that you can buy with it. You know what I'm saying? There shouldn't be nothing for her happiness. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the child is still gonna be suffering and still gonna be needing something if she spend it on what she wants to spend it
But
on.
what about, like, okay, I understand. And you're right to a certain extent, but you know, you just made me think about something. What about in the case where that mom has had to take, you know, say for instance, mom are not able to treat themselves as much because they are, hold on, because they are having to pick up the dad slack as well. And so maybe they have to go without because, you know, mom bought a pair of shoes 2 months ago. And had dad been there, you know, maybe little Ben done messed up them shoes and Ben needed another pair of shoes. And had dad been there, maybe dad could buy those shoes instead of mama having to reach back into whatever she might have been her wig money, honey. Who knows, okay? Or her nail money. But instead of her being able to do that for herself, she may have to use that money to go buy another pair of shoes. So if a mother takes some of the child support and put it towards us, I think she definitely should make sure the kid has whatever they need first. But if she just so happened to take a little bit of child support and put it on herself, I think that, you know, you should be a little bit considerate to the fact that every dime she got mostly goes toward the kid on her behalf and on your behalf. You can say, if you got something to say, baby, feel free.
No, that's a personal
No?
problem. Her hair is her personal problem. Now, if my son needs something, my child needs something, then communicate with me and I tell you what we can do or what I
Well,
can
that's
do.
on the ones that
That's
are
not
in the household.
no. If
I
I'm
mean,
out
are
the
the ones
household, if I'm out the household,
that has clear communication with the baby mama is what I'm
yeah. But
saying.
at the same time, though, that's a personal problem. Just like I go without stuff, she can go without stuff. That's a personal problem.
It is
That's
a
a personal situation. Her hairstyle is a personal situation. That's something that she got to go out there and get on her own. It's not that I pay for it. No, that is not what child support is
but
for.
we are
I don't
talking
care if she
about
had to spend the
ones that
money.
are not helping.
No, baby,
For the ones that are willing to help, then y'all or they should have a clear communication and understanding with their baby mama. And
that's
I
what I'm
think that
talking about.
should
I
be
ain't
left
talking
there.
about the men that's not doing that. I'm talking about the people that's trying to do something, trying to be there. I ain't talking about the one that ain't doing that. That ain't what I'm talking about. I'm
So the
talking
one
about
that's trying to be there and got baby mamas that's just not on the same board as them.
right. Ain't
Well,
being
that's just a
understanding.
consequence that man gotta handle now because he should have thought twice about who he made a baby with. If she wasn't understanding then, 10, 15, 20
I
years
was
from now,
16 then.
she probably not gonna be understanding
I ain't
now.
had no understanding at 16. I was a
Okay, but we
child.
gotta move on because see, we did this is becoming
Right.
a personal thing.
Right.
I'm being obvious. It's not just. All right, so Sayana's getting a little weary over here. Sayana has some kids education knowledge she want to drop on the kids. Sayana, are you ready?
Lit.
They
We ain't on this no more.
no, they got those were questions. Mine's not questions.
I just told them it's kids education, so you just gonna tell them
Straighten the lip
something.
up, baby. Quit. Look serious. Sit up. There you go. Face them.
This
They
is
gotta see you,
lame.
baby. There you go.
The first one says how you can deal with your bullying problems. You can either walk away or go to the teacher.
I agree. If your child is having bullying problems, which we know that it happens a lot nowadays, more frequent
I have
than
bullies.
it used to.
Tell them you'll pray for
And,
them. Say, I'm gonna pray for you.
and Sayana has faced bullying before, and we talked about it. And you said that you should do what?
You should either walk away or go to the teacher.
Either try to avoid the situation because you are what you answer to. And yeah, I know we get beside ourselves and you want to go and just handle that person.
That's
But
what I
all at the
did.
same time, you know, you can get yourself in trouble. And then on top of that, only thing they doing is taking your education away from you for the time that you got to be suspended or whatever. So if you can try to walk away from it because you are what you answer to. If they saying, hey, ugly dog, and you turn around and you say, who you talking to? You must be that ugly dog they talking to. If you know you ain't no ugly dog, what you turn around answering to it for? And like she said, go tell the teacher about it. Let her adult know first. It ain't because you're snitching, but no, you want to let an adult know first so they can have a heads up on what's going on. So if you have to handle somebody, then they know who to go to and say, know who pretty much started it because you pretty much done made them aware of the situation. Okay?
This one is about how you come from a kid to a whole adult.
Okay. What you got to say about that?
I crossed out now.
Okay, she don't want to talk about that one. All right, moving on.
Kind of
Some
surprising to me.
sometimes kids feel like that they don't like their mom or dad because they whoop them or they scream at them. Sometimes they'll scream at you, they love you. Sometimes they'll whoop you, they still love. They just want you to understand that when you grow up, they want you to be a good and a better person.
That's
Okay.
okay.
I like that.
Train them up in the way that they should go. Okay, yeah,
At least you know.
that was good, babe. I like that. Anything else?
Um, when people bully you, don't believe them.
That's right. Don't believe nothing they say about you because they come to knock down your self-esteem. So
They just want you to get in trouble. They just want to talk about
I like that, babe.
you.
Well, you guys, I think we just gonna end our video there. I do have more questions. Oh, I do need to have you answer the question for the ladies, though, baby. Okay. So we done pretty much hit on, men and kids and women, but let's get one question out there for the ladies. Wondering how to approach men in certain situations. So, one question is, what is the best approach, babe, when handling a man's emotions or feelings when they're feeling defeated, when they're feeling unloved, when they're feeling down, when they have, pity or whatever the case is? What is the best approach for a woman when coming to a man?
The best thing to do is come loving and caring, and be understanding and be calm about the situation. Don't think of it as your situation. If you come to your man and he's going through something, the best thing to do is have an open mind and be understanding and try to understand where he's coming from and just be caring and loving and tell him that it's going to be okay. Ask him, do he want to pray, or ask him, do he want to take a walk, or do he want to talk about it, or, just be caring, be loving. If he's your man.
So let me ask you something. Can you not tell your man the ugly truth? Is that not being loving?
It depends on what you're talking about. You said if he's going through something, he feels some type of way. And he feels some type of way. So what is it?
Well, I'm just saying sometimes, because, okay, I just got to be honest with you. Yes, it's okay for a man to be sensitive and vulnerable about what he's going through. Okay? Because, hardcore men, most
Can be
likely,
abusive
they
man.
feel like, yeah, they do turn out to be abusive. That's true. So, yeah, you want your man to be able to talk about what's going on.
You want him to be in between. You want him to turn it on when it's time to be turned on.
Right.
But you don't want him just to be let know anything.
I'm hard all the time. Don't nothing bother me.
Then you can't talk to him on different levels of life because he wouldn't understand it because he gonna feel like he need to be hard all the time. And so he wouldn't understand how to be emotional, how to be, when we all emotional people, you know what I'm saying? Some people deny it, but you all are emotional and everyone is emotional.
Yeah, whether it's in front of people or behind closed doors.
Right.
So true.
So men too. It's in men too. And sometimes the best time to get things out to me is talk to God. And sometimes I feel better when I cry. People might not see me cry, but when I cry, I feel better. I feel a little bit better anyway. So
Me too. When I cry in prayer, I do. I feel a lot better. All right, you guys. I guess we're gonna end the video there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you got something out of it. Hopefully you will comment down below. Get this video to 300 plus likes. Surprise us.
hit the
At
thumbs
least
up.
3,000 likes, okay?
Hit the thumbs up.
3,000 likes, as she says. We have to do something about all
We
this.
lit. Now we
At
want a
least.
million likes.
Oh, God.
You understand me?
3,000. Let's see if we
We
can get
want a
3,000.
million likes. We speaking to the high, up
A
high,
million likes.
and we want high. You understand me?
Y'all see what I'm dealing with here. Anyway, it's your girl Peggy.
It's your boy Brandon.
And it's your girl Sayana.
And we're missing AJ, but that's okay.
He will be in the next one.
We will holla back, y'all.